Hi everyone, we're here today with a very special guest, my videographer, sound engineer, and my husband, all in one. I convinced him to join us for a book tag. We are going to do the rapid fire book tag where I'm going to ask him these questions. He has no idea what they are, and I thought this would be entertaining.
Let's do it.
Oops, I deleted it.
The usual.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
No.
All right, ebook or physical book?
I think definitely a physical book because for me, there's too many page turns otherwise, and then I get demotivated because a 300-page book is now 1,000 pages, so I prefer physical.
I feel like it's the opposite. I mean, I feel like I read faster when I read ebooks.
I think you do, but I can't do that.
Paperback or hardback?
I love paperback, but I think I would say hardback for bigger books. Because in bigger books, I really like it lying down, exactly like that one.
Wait, I can...
Compared to...
I can put it back.
Do you have Way of Kings over here? Or here. Compared to this. I don't want to read this.
All right. Online or in-store book shopping?
Oh, that's a tough one. To be fair, as you know, I haven't gone book shopping in a while, truly, in the way that I used to, and that's because you keep recommending books to me. And so I only go with what you recommend because you read so much more than me.
So the answer is wife.
Wife, yes.
Okay. Trilogies or series?
I mean, aren't most trilogies just series anyways? Don't they tend to go past the trilogy whenever they say there'll be a trilogy?
Would you rather? Yes. Like Lightbringer?
Yeah, like Lightbringer.
But would you rather, if you had a choice, would you rather read a trilogy that was just 3, or would you rather read a series?
I think I'd rather read a series. If it's a good series, I'd rather read a series. If it's an okay trilogy, then that's okay. Yeah, then I don't want to read a series of okay stuff.
All right. Heroes or villains?
I don't know. I want interesting characters. I mean, for example, in, because I'm also doing the Cosmere reread, as you know, I agree with you. Rathen is way more interesting than any of the heroes in Elantris. But generally, I like heroes, but some of the villains are really interesting.
What's a book you want everyone to read?
Oh, that's a really good question. Well, I've been really on a Brandon Sanderson kick, so I think I would have to say Way of Kings. I really enjoyed rereading that just now. I have been doing the Cosmere reread, but slightly out of order. So I read Elantris and Way of Kings at the same time. One on audiobook, one physical. So, yeah. And Way of Kings was excellent.
I feel like the book we're always trying to get everyone to read is Anathem.
Yes, that was probably one of my favorite books of all time.
You're the only person I've ever gotten to read it.
It was fantastic. And there was another one that was really good recently. Was it Gideon?
You did really like Gideon.
I did really like Gideon, but I feel like there was something else.
Goblin Emperor?
That was really good too.
Okay.
But it wasn't that.
Okay, I don't know. Oh, the next question is to recommend an underrated book.
Oh, we kind of accidentally nearly did that.
Oops.
Underrated book. I don't know. I don't know if it's underrated, but I really love the Daevabad trilogy, so I'd say that.
I don't think that's underrated.
That's not underrated?
It was underrated by Daniel.
Oh, it was just by Daniel. Okay. Well, our best friend. Okay. No accounting for taste.
All right. What's the last book you finished?
Last book I finished was, I believe it was Way of Kings. Yeah, Way of Kings. The reread. What's
the last book you bought?
I don't know. It was I think it was at a used bookstore. I don't think I even really wanted to read it. Whatever I got.
The last thing, you picked some weird nonfiction stuff.
Yeah, I picked some really weird nonfiction that I haven't read.
We also bought Paladin. The last thing while we were both there, we bought Paladin of Souls, and you read that.
That one was really good, and I think that was one of the ones. I think that was one of the ones that might be one of my favorites that I wanted to recommend 2 questions ago.
Okay. What's the weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark?
I'm trying to remember.
I think I've seen you use a tissue as a bookmark.
Yeah, I used to use tissues a lot
I mean,
as bookmarks.
clean tissues.
Clean tissues, just like grabbed it and then, it would be used at that point, so I'd throw it out and need to grab a new one. So it's really wasteful and dirty and not good for the book.
Okay, so next question.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Used books, yes or no?
Yes, definitely yes. I love used books. I prefer knowing where the books came from, but, yeah, I love used books.
All right, what are your top 3 favorite genres?
I love fantasy. I actually really like just self-development books in general, like business-related ones. And yeah, I think I would say either like non-fiction or sci-fi.
Oh, yeah, you do like a lot of biographies, right?
Yeah, I do really like a lot of biographies, and I don't know which I prefer, like the non-fiction or the sci-fi.
Oh, here we go. Borrow or buy?
Buy. Definitely buy. There's no way. Also, I don't like letting people borrow my books because they never return it.
This one belongs to Daniel, by the way.
Yep. I also like borrowing. To be fair, he's the one that wouldn't return books to me.
I think he lent that technically to me because you listened to it on audiobook.
I did, yeah.
Okay. Characters or plot?
I used to be super plot driven, and I think I've become much more of a character driven person.
I think you must be, or you wouldn't have liked the Goblin Emperor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it used to be if there wasn't just action all the way through, it wouldn't keep my interest, but now I would much rather have complex characters.
I think I'm the same.
You're definitely that, yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, long or short chapters?
Yeah, short chapters, I think. I've gotten, because I like reading, business-related type things, they always have like shorter chapters, and I've gotten used to that. And there's like a reward that you get for like finishing a chapter inherently, and so shorter chapters.
You're also really bad at like getting interrupted or stopping what you're doing. Yeah.
So you also prefer when I read books with shorter chapters.
Yes. Agreed. All right. Name the first 3 books that you think of.
Anathem, Way of the Wind. What the?
Name of the Wind.
Name of the Wind. Anathem, Name of the Wind, and Way of Kings. I don't know.
3 books. 2 of which we've already talked about.
Exactly, that's why.
Cool, you're very suggestible.
Very.
All right. Books that made you laugh or cry.
Gideon the Ninth was really hilarious. And there was this other book, it's on my phone, which you didn't read, actually, that I really enjoyed. But it's in my other Audible. And it was basically with a guy that used to fly spaceships, but it was more or less an obsolete trade, and so basically all of them became pirates, and he got roped into some crazy
I did read
scheme.
that in the end.
Did you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. It was really stupid.
There was something you were listening to recently that you were like laughing constantly, and I don't remember. Oh, it was Miles, wasn't it?
Oh, Miles, yeah, of course.
Warrior's Apprentice.
Warrior's Apprentice, I love that.
I forgot you reread
hilarious.
that recently.
Yeah.
Our world or fictional worlds?
From a practical perspective, our world. From interest level, fictional worlds. But since I would probably be killed immediately in most of the fictional worlds or not be able to move around, our world. I thought of that long and hard, actually.
You wouldn't be able to go anywhere?
Yeah.
A lot of stairs.
/ they would have just killed me at birth. It's basically Sparta. Every single fictional world is basically Sparta.
That's horrible.
It's true.
Yeah.
Except for Miles' world.
Yeah.
Well, not his world, but Beta Colony.
Yeah, you would have been killed at birth in Miles' world for sure. All right. I know the answer to this, but audiobooks, yes or no?
Definitely yes. That's how I do most of my reading. Yeah.
A movie or TV show you preferred to the book?
Oh, I actually had something like that.
I know the answer, but I'm going to see if you think of it.
The only thing that's coming to mind, and this doesn't answer the question, is a series and a movie that I didn't like, which was Maze Runner. That was just awful on all degrees. But tell me, which one did you remember?
But you read all of the books.
Yeah, they were awful.
Why did you keep going? I
don't
couldn't
know.
get past the first one.
I didn't like it, but I kept going. What did you remember?
The Last Kingdom.
Oh, yes. Definitely The Last Kingdom. I love that show.
And you did not like the book for you?
No. I mean, to be fair, I watched a couple seasons at least before reading the first book. And yeah, I just couldn't get into the book because the show was actually so well done, I thought. Yeah.
All right. One more question.
That's it?
Yeah. Are you having fun?
Yeah, I am. Let's keep
You
going.
want to come back and do this again?
Absolutely.
All right. Series or standalone?
I usually prefer series, but I think it's nice to have standalones to like put in between them when I'm reading. But a series, yeah, I really enjoy having. I actually don't like finishing series a lot of the time because then it's like you're done with that world, and I always like having like one more book that I have left to read. Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to come up with more questions to ask?
No, I think that's fine.
You're good? Okay.
I'm good.
Any final words of advice?
No.
I don't know why I said that.
I don't know why it would be advice. No, I love reading books and I love getting recommendations from you, so it's a lot of fun.
All right. Well, there you have it, the rapid fire book tag with guest star